temperature, very cold, freezing, very hot, scorching, very warm, balmy, very cool, chilly, very humid, muggy, very dry, arid, very icy, frosty, very foggy, misty, very snowy, blizzard-like, very windy, gusty. Size and distance, very big, enormous, very small, tiny, very tall, towering, very short, petite, very long, endless, very wide, expansive, very narrow, cramped, very deep, profound, very shallow, superficial, very close, nearby. Speed and movement, very fast, rapid, very slow, sluggish, very quick, hasty, very still, motionless, very clumsy, awkward, very agile, nimble, very steady, stable, very jumpy, fidgety, very restless, anxious, very stiff, rigid. Strength and power, very strong, powerful, very weak, fragile, very tough, resilient, very soft, plush, very muscular, brawny, very forceful, vigorous, very sturdy, robust, very fragile, delicate, very mighty, formidable, very solid, unyielding. Emotions and feelings, positive, very happy, ecstatic, very excited, thrilled, very proud, overjoyed, very hopeful, optimistic, very grateful, appreciative, very confident, self-assured, very friendly, amiable, very loving, affectionate, very brave, fearless, very cheerful, jovial. Emotions and feelings, negative, very sad, heartbroken, very angry, furious, very scared, terrified, very nervous, anxious, very worried, distressed, very embarrassed, mortified, very lonely, desolate, very shy, timid, very guilty, remorseful, very tired, exhausted. Appearance and beauty, very beautiful, stunning, very ugly, hideous, very clean, spotless, very dirty, filthy, very bright, radiant, very dark, pitch black, very colorful, vibrant, very plain, drab, very elegant, sophisticated, very messy, chaotic. Intelligence and thinking, very smart, brilliant, very stupid, idiotic, very boring, dull, very funny, hilarious, very creative, innovative, very deep, profound, very curious, inquisitive, very wise, sage, very forgetful, absent-minded, very logical, analytical. Taste and smell, very tasty, delicious, very smelly, pungent, very sweet, sugary, very sour, tart, very bitter, acrid, very spicy, fiery, very bland, flavorless, very fresh, crisp, very rotten, putrid, very fragrant, aromatic. Sound and volume, very loud, deafening, very quiet, silent, very clear, crystal clear, very noisy, thunderous, very soft, faint, very high-pitched, shrill, very low-pitched, deep, very melodious, harmonic, very screechy, ear-piercing, very echoing, resonant. Energy and activity, very energetic, hyperactive, very lazy, lethargic, very enthusiastic, overjoyed, very determined, unstoppable, very lively, exuberant, very dull, monotonous, very restless, fidgety, very sleepy, drowsy, very motivated, driven, very passionate, zealous. Time and frequency, very old, ancient, very new, brand new, very early, premature, very late, overdue, very frequent, constant, very rare, scarce, very temporary, fleeting, very sudden, abrupt, very outdated, obsolete, very continuous, relentless. Condition and quality, very good, excellent, very bad, terrible, very expensive, pricey, very cheap, bargain, very easy, effortless, very difficult, challenging, very valuable, precious, very useless, worthless, very impressive, astonishing, very ordinary, mundane. Space and capacity, very crowded, packed, very empty, deserted, very full, overflowing, very spacious, expansive, very tight, constricted, very open, vast, very cramped, claustrophobic, very wide, broad, very compact, dense, very deep, bottomless. Environment and nature, very rainy, pouring, very sunny, blazing, very windy, gusty, very cloudy, overcast, very stormy, tempestuous, very foggy, hazy, very snowy, frosty, very dry, parched, very humid, muggy, very polluted, contaminated. Direction and travel, very far, distant, very near, close by, very high, sky high, very low, shallow, very steep, precipitous, very bumpy, rugged, very winding, twisting, very flat, level, very smooth, sleek, very scenic, picturesque. Personality and behavior, positive, very kind, compassionate, very polite, courteous, very hardworking, diligent, very generous, charitable, very caring, nurturing, very patient, tolerant, very thoughtful, considerate, very gentle, tender, very honest, truthful, very humble, modest. Personality and behavior, negative, very rude, obnoxious, very selfish, egotistical, very lazy, sluggish, very stubborn, unyielding, very annoying, irritating, very arrogant, pompous, very cowardly, spineless, very deceitful, dishonest, very greedy, avaricious, very impatient, restless. Work and productivity, very busy, swamped, very productive, efficient, very detailed, meticulous, very fast-working, expeditious, very well-organized, systematic, very hard-working, industrious, very messy, disorganized, very effective, impactful, very impressive, outstanding, very skilled, proficient. Fun and entertainment, very interesting, fascinating, very funny, hilarious, very entertaining, captivating, very surprising, shocking, very joyful, euphoric, very dramatic, theatrical, very intense, gripping, very emotional, heart-wrenching, very romantic, passionate, very relaxing, soothing,